Hey, Rosenbaum here again. Right now I'm going to go through two examples of how to divide a mixed number and a fraction. So first example we're going to go through is 3 1/4 divided by 4/5. So we have a mixed number on the left side because there's a whole number and a fraction together. So first thing we have to do is make this into an improper fraction where the fraction is top heavy or the numerator is bigger than the denominator. The way that we do that is we take 4 times 12 and this, or excuse me, 4 times 3, which equals 12, and then we add 12 plus 1 and get 13 over the denominator, which is 4. Okay? We call this rocking around the clock. Then we'll bring down the rest of the problem. This is just a fraction, so we don't have to rock around the clock. Now we're just dividing two fractions like we know how to do. So the first thing we have to do is KFC. So we'll keep the first one, 13/4. We'll flip the second fraction and make that 5/4. That's also known as finding the reciprocal. And we'll change the division to multiplication. Okay, so we have 13/4 times 5/4. The first thing we do, since this is now multiplication, is we look to see if we can cross cancel. 13 and 4 do not cross cancel evenly, okay, and 4 and 5 do not cross cancel evenly. So now we're just going to multiply across. 13 times 5. If you don't know what that is, do that. Go ahead and do that on the side. 13 times 5 is 65. And 4 times 4 here is 16. Okay, that's improper, so we have to make it into a mixed number. So how do we do that? We take 65 divided by 16. 16 goes into 65 4 times. 16 times 4 is 64. You're left with 1. So our final answer is 4 and 1, 16. Now we're going to go through another problem. And before I go ahead and do this problem with you, I encourage you to pause the video after I write down the problem and try it on your own and then see if you got it right. So let's do 5/6 divided by 1 2/3. Okay, so we have a fraction divided by a mixed number this time. Okay, go ahead and pause that video and try it on your own right now. So assuming you pause the video and tried it on your own, let's go through this. 5/6 divided by 1 2/3. The first thing we have to do is change these to improper fractions or fractions if we need to. So this second is a mixed number because there's a whole number and a fraction together. So let's change this by rocking around the clock. 3 times 1 is 3, and we add 3 plus 2, which is 5, over the denominator stays the same, so 5/3. We have 5/6, we bring that down, and we keep the division sign. Okay? So the next thing we do is we KFC, because this is division and we can never divide fractions, we always have to change it to a multiplication problem. So the first thing we do is we keep the first fraction, 5/6, flip the second, 3/5, and change the multiplication sign or the division sign to a multiplication sign. Now we look to see if we can cross cancel. Well, 5 goes into 5 one time, so these become 1s. And 3 goes into 6 twice, so we can cross cancel both ways. And then we multiply across. So 1 times 1 equals 1. And 2 times 1 equals 2. So our answer is 1/2, because this is a proper fraction reduced down as far as it can